Hello and welcome to Car and Bike. We have with us a new motorcycle and an electric motorcycle at that. Meet the new Zeno Emara. Now this is a made in India electric motorcycle. It's been designed and developed in India and will offer an electric alternative to your conventional 150cc commuter motorcycles. We'll ride it, tell you all about it, what's the range, how does it perform, how does it ride, what is the charging time, everything about it. But before that, please do consider liking the Car and Bike channel if you haven't yet. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time we ride a new motorcycle like this and tell you all about it. For now, let's take a closer look at what the Zeno Emara is all about. The Zeno Emara isn't what you'd call a good-looking motorcycle in the conventional sense. It's more of a functional, utilitarian design, and even if you may not call it beautiful, it makes an interesting statement with its rather odd-looking design. So that's what the Zeno Emara looks like. Looks quite purposeful with those block pattern tires, and it gets an LED light up front, LED headlight, gets those indicators and basic instrument console which will give you the battery charge, your speedometer and the ride mode, whatever ride mode you choose. And that's the seat. It's meant to carry a lot of load, so it got a payload capacity of 250 kilograms. Yes, 250 kilograms payload capacity. The seating position is here, and this is to carry some load if you want. There's a carrier also, and ground clearance is 190 mm. 17-inch wheels. Those block pattern tires are by Eurogrip, quite nice, very grippy tires. So twin shocks at the rear, telescopic front suspension and disc brakes, both front and rear. That's the premise of the Zeno Emara electric motorcycle. You can ride it in the city, and if you're using it for load carrying, you can use it. And this is a commuter motorcycle and it intends to disrupt the petrol-powered commuter motorcycle segment. So let us know what you think about the design. And it has two battery packs, and that's the electric motor, swing arm mounted electric motor, 4 kilowatt output, continuous output, 8 kilowatt peak output. Now it has two battery packs, and you open up this and those are the battery packs, but those batteries are heavy and each battery is about 17 kgs in weight. There are several ways to charge the Zeno Emara. First is the 500 watt bundle charger, which is likely to take around 6 hours to fully charge the motorcycle. Then there's the optional DC fast charger, which will take 1.5 hours to recharge the batteries. Thirdly, there will also be a dedicated battery swap station which will allow seamless battery swapping in around a minute. Each cloud connected swap station will come with 10 slots and batteries will be charged in around 1 hour 15 minutes. Finally, in the production model, the company will also introduce a home charging docket for the removable batteries, so you can take out the batteries and charge them overnight at home. Claim range 100 km on a full charge, 4 kilowatt hour battery pack including the two battery packs. Claim range is 100 kilometers on a single charge, and top speed claimed is 90 kilometers per hour. 0 to 60 claimed is about 7.8 seconds. I think what's immediately likable about a Zeno Emara is the way it performs. That electric motor has got the torque, 330 Newton meters of torque, and it picks up speed in no time. In fact, 60-70 kilometers per hour you can cruise all day. I saw a speedo indicated top speed of about 88 kilometers per hour, but beyond 70 the acceleration somewhat falters. But 70 kilometers is good enough speed to cruise all day long. You can hit 80-85 no problems whatsoever. I think given a longer road, we had a paucity of time, not enough time. I don't think it will go up to 90. Even if it does, it will need a longer road, but 85 kilometers per hour top speed you can easily achieve on the Zeno Emara. Brakes are pretty good, disc brakes both front and back, very good stopping power, and the handling is also quite well balanced.
The only thing I think this is primarily meant for utility. The ride quality is on the stiffer side, possibly to make use of the 250 kg payload to carry load. So it is not a very plush or comfortable motorcycle. It's not to say it's uncomfortable or harsh, but it's on the stiffer side, particularly the front suspension. It is not very plush. So if you're looking for comfort, it is not very plush for family use, but it is not jarringly uncomfortable as well. I think for that segment, for that price point, the performance, the dynamics, the ride quality is quite satisfactory on the Zeno Emara. And if you're looking for a commuter, electric commuter alternative in that price point at that segment, this one will not disappoint you. But then again, the design is very utilitarian, very sort of dual sport off-road with those tires, a high beak at the front. Interesting motorcycle. I don't think there is anything which stands out which is negative in terms. Yes, the ride quality could have been better, but at that price point, there is not too much to complain about the Zeno Emara. It's built at a cost, so those things you should keep in mind. But as a commuter motorcycle at a 1 lakh price point, I think this one really ticks all the right boxes. So how do you buy the Zeno Emara and what is the cost? If you buy the bike with the 2 batteries, the batteries are yours. The batteries come with 3,50,000 kilometers warranty. The bike comes with 50,000 kilometers warranty. With the 2 batteries and a bundle charger, it will cost you eventually 1,19,000 rupees. And introductory prices is at 1 lakh for the first 5,000 customers. The second option is you can opt for the battery as a service. The batteries are not yours, the batteries will belong to the company, but you have prepaid plans and postpaid plans. There are 2 prepaid plans. Number 1, you pay 1,500 rupees per month, which will roughly translate to about users, depending on users, 40 kilometers running per day. That's 1,500 kilometers prepaid plan. If you have more than 100 kilometers per day running, you have to pay 2,500 per month. That's the prepaid subscription plan. And the postpaid subscription plan is you use the Zeno company's swappable station or the DC fast charger, and you pay 52 rupees per kilowatt hour of battery consumed. So depending on how much you consume, you can either opt for the battery packs with the bundle charger to charge at home, or you can use the battery as a service and use Zeno's swappable station or the DC fast charger, whatever you prefer. I think the Zeno Emara offers an interesting proposition in the commuter motorcycle segment as an electric alternative. It looks quite interesting, the proposition is quite interesting, the value proposition is quite interesting. So as an alternative to a petrol-powered commuter motorcycle, this makes for an interesting case. What needs to be seen now is how the company scales up in terms of swapping stations, in terms of sales, in terms of after sales, in terms of service. All those things will matter. But overall, as a product, I think this is a promising motorcycle that has all the qualities to make it a successful electric motorcycle. Again, what remains to be seen is how the company scales up its network and how the company scales up its swapping stations. That will be key to the success of the Zeno Emara. But as a product at that price point, I think this makes for an interesting value proposition.